What impact did media, the use of media, play in terms of your ability to resist your opponents and motivate staff in this battle against the norms of the system?
Well, it was a double-edged sword, you know. For 35 years, I've tried to get a dialogue going in this country on pornography and a question of obscenity, and at the same time, all of the evangelists and the do-gooders, you know, were trying to ban all the books and ban the movies, and nobody, you could never get a group together to sit down and talk about, you know, the issues involved, and is it really just a boogeyman that they're looking after, or is this material harmful? And we know from the Presidential Commission on Obscenity in 1973 that after a year-and-a-half investigation and interviewing social scientists from all over the world, they concluded that exposure to pornographic material was not harmful to anyone. But politicians, you know, don't want to hear that because their largest voting bloc, which is the religious right, would not give them their support, you know, if they turned a blind eye to pornography. So getting that dialogue going is very difficult. Now, to Europeans, they really don't understand this, and I know from experience. When I'm called to do a television show in America, they want me talking about smut, you know. When I travel to Europe, or whether I'm in Germany, England, Spain, wherever I might be, and they want to bring me on their television to talk to me. They want to talk to me about politics. They want to know how I feel about George Bush, or what kind of job he's running the country, or what. Do you think any newsman in America would ask me that question, even though I probably know more than most of them do? They don't ask me that because I'm not worthy to comment on the political state of affairs, you know. I can maybe comment on pornography, but that's about it.
Now, you were saying that the media might be looking for a boogeyman. Do you think that when you were resisting or fighting the opponents, that you were able to sort of like turn this around and make the government a boogeyman to motivate your staff?
No. I've always looked at the government as being big brother. I refer to the boogeyman use in a sense that there have been so many bizarre things in my life, you know, listening to, I'll be at a rally speaking or something, and there's some 50-year-old man standing out in the audience telling me how I ruined his life because he's now addicted to pornography. Well, you see, I can't relate to that because that's like being addicted to sex. You know, what's wrong with being addicted to sex? So, you know, you get people whose way of thinking is so bizarre in terms of your own way of thinking that the only way that you can exist is just tune them out.